Welcome back to our election coverage on Quest 55. Election night results starting to roll in the Texas primary. Hello, I'm Len Cannon.
And evening to you. I'm Mia Grady. Polls have been closed for about 2 hours now. The lines have finally diminished after we watched dozens of people at several locations wait to cast their ballot well after 7 o'clock. Right now, we want to get you some updated returns and results, starting with the big race, the governor's race, and the Democratic nomination has been declared by the Associated Press. Beto O'Rourke, no surprise here, the winner with 92% of the vote.
On the Republican side, same story, different candidate. This time the incumbent, Governor Greg Abbott. Just like the polling, he won this primary with 69% of the vote. So now we have a showdown looming in November. The governor is in Corpus Christi tonight. His new Democratic challenger, Beto O'Rourke, is in Fort Worth. Here's Grace White breaking down why these candidates chose these specific locations. Grace?
Always interesting to look at where the candidates end up on election night. And here's what we found. This is a look at how the state of Texas voted in the 2020 presidential race. Of course, our state voting 52% for Trump, Biden at 46%. But if you zoom into the Dallas area, Tarrant County, this is where Beto O'Rourke is tonight on election night. And here's why. In 2020, Tarrant County chose Biden 49%, Trump 49%, Biden was on top. It was a very close race. Then if you take another look back to 2016, you can see Trump on top, 52% to Clinton's 43%. So you can see, depending on the year, things start to change. Beto O'Rourke knows that Tarrant County is going to be close, and that's why he chose to be there this evening. Let's look now down south at where Governor Greg Abbott is tonight, Nueces County. In 2016, it went to Trump at 49%, Clinton at 47%. If you look back at 2020, a few years forward, it went to Trump also at 51%, 48%. So not too much of a difference there, but still a close race. But here's why the governor is in Nueces County. The Senate race in 2018 went to Beto O'Rourke at 50%. He beat out KHOU at 49%. Again, this just for Nueces County. This is why Governor Greg Abbott is in Nueces County tonight. He knows this is a county that can flip, and he wants people there to pay attention.
All right, Grace, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Democratic congressional race. District 38, one of two new districts created from population growth and redistricting. Here it is, and right now, with several percent reporting, you've got Diana Martinez Alexander at 43%, and right behind her is Duncan Cussman. So they are neck and neck, and this could be heading for a runoff tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. A lot of vote tabulation still to go there.
And on the Republican side of District 38, we're looking at Wesley Hunt with a strong lead here with 56% of the vote. Once again, this is for U.S. House District 38.
Janelle Bluter now has the latest on how voting went in that district today. Janelle?
Hey guys, yeah, we are live outside Juergens Hall Community Center, where voting here wrapped up only about 30 minutes ago. Dozens of people who were still in line at 7 o'clock still got a chance to vote. For the most part, election workers say things went smoothly, but say the extra long ballot slowed voters down. And they had issues with paper jams when it came time for printing ballots. But some voters were confused as to why they were using new machines.
Here's my question. Why? Okay, the other machines were not working. What was the problem? See, the problem is, again, we have another people that said, well, let's change the machines. Who's going to pay? Us. We pay for that thing.
Well, this location also happens to be part of a new congressional District 38. After the 2020 census, Texas gained two new districts. The first, District 37 in the Austin area, is overwhelmingly Democratic, while District 38 in Houston is solidly Republican, which is why political experts say this race may be more important than November. Now, there's still a lot of votes left to be counted in this race. Stay with us for those results. Guys?
Janelle Bluter reporting on U.S. District 38. Thank you for that. Harris County Democrats are holding their own election watch party tonight.
Yeah, it's at Axelrad Beer Garden. That is in Midtown.
And that's where we find Jason Miles. Jason Miles has really been covering the city for us today. Earlier today, he was at Emancipation Park, a new polling site that we saw open today. He was watching voters there, visiting with them about having that location as a choice. Yeah,
they chose Emancipation Park not only because it's a new facility, relatively new, I should say, for the past few years, but it takes the pressure off voting at TSU, which in 2020 they had long lines and backups, and they wanted to ease the pressure on voting in that neighborhood, so they added Emancipation Park. And things went fairly smoothly as far as we know right now.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few long lines today as well, and that's something we had been wondering leading into today's primary. Would we see those really long lines again? We have. It's been interesting where we've seen them as well, the voters who are turned out there. I know at one polling location in Spring Branch, they said there was no wait if you were voting Democratic, but if you were voting Republican, you were going to wait. So a strong show of voters there in the GOP race. That's in one area of Spring Branch that we know about.
The turnout among Republicans indicative of the fact that most of the statewide races are dominated by Republicans. Lieutenant governor, the governor, attorney general, all those are incumbents. So it stands to reason that you would see more Republicans coming out in that particular primary. According to Isabel Longoria with the county clerk's office, some 147, 150,000 people voted in person. She said so far that's more than who voted in 2018, I believe it was, and so, or 2020, and also fewer mail-in ballots this time.
All right, let's check in with Jason Miles now. We think he is ready to go once again with the Democratic Party here in Harris County at Axelrad in Midtown. Hello there, Jason.
Hey there, guys. Hey there, yeah, you're not going to see me because Judge Lina Hidalgo just entered Axelrad Beer Garden in the Midtown 3rd Ward area. We expect her to take the stage momentarily, obviously celebrating a very big win on the Democratic side of things when it comes to Harris County Judge, the chief executive, of course, for the county. She was first elected to office 4 years ago, beating pretty popular on both sides of the political spectrum, Ed Emmett, the longtime judge who held that position and in some ways surprised some people in that race 4 years ago as Democrats took many of the countywide elected offices. I am watching Lina Hidalgo get ready to be introduced. We expect her to say a few words. She spent quite a few moments going through this facility, this bar/restaurant, shaking hands and thanking people, both supporters with the Harris County Democratic Party, which is holding a party here tonight, as well as other supporters and just general folks who may be doing business here this evening. We'll have more from what Judge Hidalgo has to say coming up a little later, but for now we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you. That's Lina Hidalgo, the Harris County judge, Democrat, who won the Democratic primary. She's about to talk. We'll hear from her a little bit later.
A whole lot more to unpack, and we'll have more coverage for you on KHOU.com. And for election results, sent straight to your phone, just text the word VOTE to 713-526-1111. And be sure to join us for KHOU 11 News at 10 o'clock, also for the latest results. We'll see you then.